Wilson and Aaron Dell, along with Coach Dave Hakstol. We'll begin with questions for the student athletes, please. Bruce.
Well, Brock, obviously getting that first goal was a big, way off to a good start. It seemed like that was a big major thing.
Yeah, that was big. You know, it all started with Snyder winning the face-off there on the power play. We had to capitalize on one of the chances we had. We had a few on early that we didn't bury on, and you know, Sim's got to play through to the net, and I was fortunate to be in the right spot for the rebound.
Dan?
For both players, you guys are the first team to win 3 straight Rockmores. What does that mean to you guys? What does that say about your team?
It's unbelievable, you know. It's a feeling you can't even describe.
Yeah, it's Deller's been here for all 3, so it's probably a little bit more special for him. But still, you know, it's unbelievable for sophomores and all the guys, the seniors, to be the first team to do that. It's pretty special, and you know, something that we'll remember for a long time.
Do you guys think you might be coming back here next week?
Yeah, I guess we'll wait and see, but you know, that'd be nice to be back here again.
Brock, what is it about the power play that's working so well for you guys right now?
Just, you know, we got to focus on little things. Like I said, Snyder made a big play winning the face-off. That's, you know, getting possession right away, you know, really helps it out. You know, we don't have to battle for possession right away and, you know, kill some major times, so that's good. And then, you know, just getting pucks to the net and, you know, being in the right spot and making little plays. I think that's the key.
Brock, that puck bounced up and hit you in the chest or something, or a rebound?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it was kind of a weird bounce off the goalie there, but you know, like I said, I was just fortunate to be, you know, moving that way and, you know, get a stick on it. So that was a good play by you know, Snyder and Dylan.
Your shot wasn't bad though.
Yeah, I got a good stick on it, so that was good.
Brian, do you have a question?
Aaron, just talk about how you think the team's playing right now.
We're playing fantastic. You know, we did everything right tonight. We came out, we had a plan, and we executed it perfectly.
Aaron, did you have the toughest save in this game?
They made them all pretty easy for me in this one, and maybe one in the first pass out.
Was it one-timer? Yeah. A slot?
But,
or something?
Yeah. Everything other than that was mostly to the outside. The guys did a great job tonight.
Other questions? Robin? Then Bruce?
Brock or Aaron, it looks like you will be here, and it looks like the Gophers will be the number 2 seed, so if you meet, it'll be in the region final. How would that be playing them again? Especially that last, you know, coming off that weird game you had with them the other night.
It'd be a battle just like every other game is against them. You know, the fans here are great, so I think, you know, expect the same thing if that were to be the case. But you know, we got to take it one day at a time and just focus on our next opponent.
Bruce?
Brock, you guys seem to be playing at a really high level right now. You kind of right at where you want to be. You're peaking at the right time. Going to the NCAA, you got to feel really good about your chances.
Yeah, you know, we put together a couple good weeks here, so that's been good, and hopefully carry the momentum into next weekend. That's obviously our main focus right now, and just, you know, stay focused on our game and just keep improving in little areas to keep doing what we need to do.
Dan, then John. Dan, then John. Dan, then John, please.
Brock, you guys scored the last 10 goals of this tournament. It seems like it's almost typical of the way you guys are able to you close this season and close out every team.
Yeah, that was big for our team. You know, all the guys battled up. You know, Mario had a couple big goals there in the semifinal, and that was good to see. You know, everyone, I think, you know, everyone contributed in their own way, and you know, guys buried their chances when they had them, and so it was good for our team to get those goals here in the tournament.
Aaron, have you ever played 3 games in 3 days before?
Not since juniors.
You did in juniors though?
Yeah, a couple times. Just regular season. There was a couple times where we got caught having 3 in 3 days.
Justin?
Brock, that one that they took away cost you the MVP, you think? Or what they took?
I don't know. I guess Danny might have hit the goaltender, but you know, that's all right. You know, we still came away with the victory, and that was the main thing. So that's good.
Last question for the student athletes, please. Okay, thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Thanks, man.
Sure. Well, I'm proud of our team. We wanted to try to come in today and play a complete hockey game, right from the drop to the puck, try and play 60 minutes. third game in 3 days. Energy levels aren't going to be necessarily at the top end, but I thought our energy was actually pretty good, and I thought we won the game. Through small details. We were +1, 5-on-5. We scored 2 power play goals and a shorthander, and we have very good goaltending. That's a pretty good formula for playoff time, especially going into a championship game. So Denver's been on one heck of a run here in terms of the battles that they've been through. Maybe they ran out of gas just a little bit tonight with the amount of hockey that they played. But that was one of the things that we had to try to exploit if we possibly could by being a real tough team to play against. So we're proud to be Broadmoor Cup champions.
Questions? Dan, sorry.
Considering the curse of the 3-0 lead, this tournament had to be kind of relieved to get that fourth one.
Yeah, that crossed my mind, but I'd rather have a 3-goal lead than a 2-goal lead. So we were happy to build on it in the second period. But I felt like we were playing solid hockey. We weren't playing high risk in any way. All the areas of our game were solid, not spectacular, but solid. So I don't think I don't think that thought really crossed anybody's mind on the bench.
Bruce suggests.
You were playing solid hockey. Do you feel pretty good about your chances going into the NCAA next week, wherever it might be? And does it matter?
No, it doesn't matter. I can remember way back in my first year as an assistant coach, wondering and worrying about where we were going to go and who we were going to play. Learned very quickly. Number one, we'll find that out tomorrow. And number two, and most importantly, it's one game at a time, and whoever you're going to play, you're going to have to probably play your best game of the season in order to advance and have a chance to play for another day. So I like where our team is at. We know and understand what we are and what we need to do to win. Now we have to carry that through a good week of practice and take that into next weekend.
Dave, I forgot to ask the players this, but after last year's experience, any discussion about whether or not to touch the trophy? It looks like they had no qualms about it this year.
I don't think it was even discussed, and no, I think Mario put that to rest real quick tonight, and I'm glad he did. He deserved to hoist that, and couldn't be more proud of a young man wearing the C on his jersey and hoisting that trophy for the first time.
Right.
And how comparable is this team's play right now heading into the NCAA's with the last couple that you had?
Very different teams, very different makeup, but I think similar in the fact of knowing and understanding as a team what we need to do. Individuals knowing and understanding roles, and really going out and trying to execute those roles on a nightly basis. Quite honestly, inside the locker room, very good team. These guys like showing up every day at the rink and going to work and playing hard for each other.
In the back there.
Coach, can you, speaking of role, can you talk about the effort Aaron's put in, especially since about the midpoint of the game against Minnesota?
Well, his season has been a work in progress. He came off a tremendous year last year. He struggled early with his consistency. So for him to come to this point of the season, with the amount of work that he has done along with Carl Gehring, Brad Eidsness, Tate Maris, and Carl have done a great job building a real good threesome of goaltenders. Aaron carried the team this year, this weekend. I thought last night there would be a couple questions in this setting about Aaron Dell's play, because I thought last night against Minnesota he was our first star. He kept us in the hockey game when it was 3-0. He kept us in the hockey game when it was 3-1, and gave us the opportunity to get through that game and obviously to get into the championship today.
Dan, then Bruce with the final question.
I wanted to ask you the same question I asked these guys. You scored the last 10 goals this tournament and closed it out. You feel, obviously, I guess, your team got better as this tournament went on, and does that bode well, you think, heading into next weekend?
Well, we didn't play complete games on either Thursday night or obviously last night. Tonight, for the place that we were at in this tournament, the third game in 3 days, I thought we played a complete hockey game. That's mental, not so much physical. That's being mentally prepared and ready to go out and do the job. So we know it's a heck of a tough battle, no matter who we end up, drawing next week. But I like where we're at going into our week of practice, and all we can do is try to take care of business Tuesday when we come back to practice. Bruce.
Brock Nelson looks like he doesn't have a weakness. I mean, he shoots, he skates, he does a heck of a hockey player. Obviously, it's nice to have a guy like that who's going strong, and felt like he goes for you this weekend.
Yeah, Brock's doing a lot of things for us. He's playing well defensively, very committed, in terms of his two-way play, scoring big goals for us. But he'll be the first to tell you he's just one of the guys in the lineup that's doing his job. We got scoring from throughout our lineup this weekend. Everybody chipped in and did their job. And the guys that aren't out there to score goals, they did their job as well. And it's nice when you have a young guy like Brock that's in a little bit of that spotlight situation. He handles himself with such humility, and he's such a great teammate that it really helps you build a team with people like that.
Dave, thanks very much. Good luck.